everybody, I'm Catriona Morten, I'm a sensory motor psychotherapist, and today I want to talk to you about an element of therapy that a lot of people have a kind of misconception about. People think of coming to therapy as the gloomiest, the most serious, the worst experience that they're going to have. They dread it. It's like, oh, why would I want to go and do that and just be miserable all the time? And often when people ask me what I do for a living and I tell them, they go, oh my God, that must be awful, just listening to people's problems every day. And I always say the same thing. It's like, no, it isn't. And I help people get better, which is what makes it so brilliant. But it isn't gloomy. In therapy, we use a lot of humour. I was taught by Janina Fisher for a big chunk of my training, and Janina has one of the best senses of humour ever. The other trainer that we had, Lana Epstein, she was hilarious. And it's bringing that really important human quality into therapy. When we can observe ourselves, especially if we're being really, really critical, if we can observe what we're doing and what we're saying to ourselves and be able to kind of laugh at it or find it a little bit amusing, it's like, oh, there we go again, there's my critical thoughts, they're always coming up, then it makes it a much lighter experience. A lot of humour comes up when I'm working with someone. If you were to be a fly on the wall in a therapy session, yes, it can be very, very dark. We can look at some really upsetting material and, work through an awful lot of very difficult stuff. But woven into all that, there's the real human humour that makes us us. It's a really good quality to be able to laugh at yourself. If you can not take yourself too seriously, to be able to, lighten up about certain things, make them your friend, make them just a part of you. It makes it a lot easier to cope with these things. If I got stressed every time I can't tell my left from my right and I'm like, oh my God, which one is it? Then that would be a real problem and it would drive me mad. But I laugh at it. I bring humour to it. It's just something I can't do. It's a funny little quirk. It's not to say that anything that comes up in the therapy session is dismissed or is laughed over or laughed about, but it's a very human process when one human is really engaging in a very connected way with another. Then humour as a natural part, when it comes up, then it's really celebrated. Anything that comes up that is funny or humorous or we can kind of lighten things with, then we do. I think a lot of people would be very, very surprised at how much fun you can have in therapy sessions when we're observing what somebody's doing, and I'll draw their attention to it and say, oh, there you go, there's your left foot tapping away again. It's like, oh my goodness, so it is. Not being ooh, what's your left foot doing? But when we can notice things in a light-hearted way, then it makes it easier, especially if there's some little frightened, shy parts of us. They're not going to come out to somebody that's really, really serious and gloomy and, jumping on everything. Some things need to be kind of coaxed and teased out. And for younger parts of us, humour is the best thing. When I used to work in a clinical setting with lots of therapists, we had a lot of laughter and humour around about ourselves and about the kind of work we were doing. All the way through my training, it was always something that was really, really encouraged. And it made everything so much more enjoyable. And, the trainers that were there, they were brilliant at that. They would look for laughter and humour at every opportunity. when we're negative and when we're gloomy, we've got a very, very low energy frequency. When we're happy and when we're happy and when we can lighten things and lift our energy up, then it makes us feel physically, emotionally lighter and brighter, and things feel a little bit more doable, a bit more optimistic. And so I'm always trying to find ways to help people lighten their mood, lift their energy, bring up some kind of good positive vibes and energy so that everything just feels a lot more possible. People feel more enthusiastic, more motivated to do things. If we're in a very negative, flat, low energy space, we're not going to be motivated to do anything. We're going to feel like we're just stuck to the sofa, stuck to the floor, and there's no point because everything's just such an effort and I never get anything back. Lift your energy, lighten things up, get some buoyancy in, lift your mood, and things feel a lot more doable and positive and hopeful. So if anybody is watching this and thinking, I really should get into therapy, I really should, there's things I need to look at, there's changes I want to make, don't assume it's going to be the most gloomy thing you've ever done. It's going to be a very connected human experience, and hopefully you'll find a therapist that kind of matches your personality, can match your energy and allow you to use your personality, allow your personality to grow and to be as bright as it wants to be. Within a therapy session, you're going to have, there's a beginning, a middle and an end, and we try and do the very, very deep work in the middle section, so that we can go as deeply as we need to. We can deal with the fear, the terror, the panic, the upset, all the things that come with it, so that we can come out of the other side and come out the other end, hopefully in a different place to when we started. And when we go through these different phases, when we're coming out of the kind of really dark things that we've worked on, the really difficult things that we've worked on, then it is really important to come back out into a much lighter place and to be able to engage with things that we enjoy, that, you know, even when we're doing an EMDR session, we finish with a positive. We finish with something that helps us feel more confident, safer, more secure, happier. And, you know, that's as an important part of the therapy as it is doing the dark, dark, deep work in the middle part. So I hope that helps put your mind at ease as to what to expect if you're going to go and have therapy, and I hope you find a therapist that really matches you. If you like this video, then give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel below, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye!